Hi, I'm Chris Polina, and I'm here to talk about the impact that social media has on people in today's world. You see, in today's world, many people use social media. In fact, there are 3.5 billion users of social media worldwide, and 79% of the whole United States population uses social media. Not only that, but people use social media a lot. In fact, the average person spends 3 hours a day on social media. Now, one aspect of social media that I would like to talk about is how it increases people's access to information. You see, this has many benefits, such as the fact that it could educate voters, it could show people what politicians stand for, it could educate people on certain causes or charities that otherwise they would not have known about. And not only that, but it could also educate people on public safety information, such as the spread of coronavirus. Many people started wearing masks because they saw how dangerous coronavirus potentially could be if they don't. But there is one negative aspect to this. Many children across the world have access to mature content such as pornography, violence, and anything they could look up. In fact, 66% of parents don't even know how to restrict their kids' phones from seeing things like that. Another aspect that I would like to talk about is how social media affects our social lives. You see, it could help people meet others if they're in a position where they're not really exposed to many other people, such as if they live in isolation or if they're sick and they need to quarantine. And not only that, but it can increase long-term friendships. It could help people provide emotional support to each other, and it could help people express themselves. Not only that, but it could also prevent suicide. Because people, if they're suicidal, normally they post on their social media something that would indicate to others that they would need to get help. But on the other hand, it could be bad for people's mental health and social lives, depending on the person, how much they use social media. In fact, it could cause or worsen depression and anxiety, and it's thought that this is because of cyberbullying and people's lack of contact with the real world because they put too much focus on their social media accounts. It could also cause sleep problems because of the exposure to blue light, which I've talked about in my last speech. And it could also make people check their phones in the middle of the night, which would not help them sleep because they want to see if anyone's awake, if anyone's posting. And it could also cause people to have an unhealthy self-image, such as the pro anorexia group chats. I'm not sure if you remember them back in the 2000s, but many young girls would look at these sites and call each other fat and put a lot of focus on their body image and feel a lot of shame on their body image, which is very, very harmful to a young person. Another thing that social media does in our world today is it changes things for employers and businesses. In fact, LinkedIn has found many people find jobs. It's been a lot of help to people who are unemployed. Many college students use it to find work after they're out of college. And 73% of marketers say that social media helps them advertise to people and show people different things, products that they wouldn't have otherwise found for cheaper prices, whatever that person would be interested in. In conclusion, social media, it has changed our world today, and it could be for positive and it could be for negative. It just totally depends on the person and how they use it. Thank you.